Have you noticed your arms feeling weaker when you reach for something? Or maybe your legs don't carry you quite like they used to? What if I told you that there's one simple food yes, just one that could be the secret to stopping muscle loss in its tracks? Before you scroll away thinking this is just another health video, listen closely, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal something that could completely change how you age. Let's face it, no one wants to lose their independence. And for seniors, muscle loss is a silent enemy. It creeps in slowly, making everyday tasks harder, climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, even lifting groceries. It's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. But what if I told you there's a way to fight back? And it starts at your dinner table. You've probably been told that losing muscle is just a part of getting older. But here's the truth, it's not. It's not inevitable. And the food I'm about to tell you about? It's probably already in your kitchen. You just don't realize how powerful it really is. So what is this magical food? Hold on, we'll get there. But first, let's talk about why this matters more than ever before. After the age of 50, your body begins to lose muscle mass at a rate of up to 1% per year. It might not sound like much, but over a decade, that's 10% of your strength gone, vanished. And if you're not actively doing something about it, that rate can double. And you feel it not just in the mirror, but in your daily life. Activities that used to feel easy suddenly seem exhausting. But here's the good news. Your body is capable of rebuilding muscle at any age. The science is crystal clear. Your muscles can still grow, adapt, and strengthen well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. You just need the right fuel. And that fuel isn't just about exercise. It starts with what you eat. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you thought about protein? Most seniors don't get enough of it. And without it, your muscles can't repair, can't grow, and can't protect you from falls and fractures. And no, it's not just about eating more meat or guzzling protein shakes. It's about quality, timing, and knowing exactly what works for an aging body. And this brings us back to that one food I mentioned earlier. It's not exotic. It's not expensive. It doesn't come in a shiny supplement bottle. In fact, it's one of the most overlooked muscle-preserving powerhouses out there. Eggs. That's right, humble, everyday eggs. But don't roll your eyes just yet, because what you're about to learn about eggs will change how you see breakfast forever. Let's start with the basics. One egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, but it's not just about the amount, it's about the type. Eggs contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and maintain muscle. That makes them a complete protein, a rare find in the food world. But here's the kicker. The protein in eggs is one of the most bioavailable sources on the planet. That means your body can absorb and use it efficiently, especially critical for older adults whose digestion and absorption rates can slow down. Still with me? Good, because there's more. Eggs also contain a little-known nutrient called leucine, and leucine is a game changer. It's the amino acid most responsible for triggering muscle growth. Think of it as the spark that tells your body, hey, let's build some muscle. And guess what? Older adults need more leucine than younger people to get that same muscle-building response. So while your grandson might get by with a bowl of cereal, your body needs more. That's where eggs come in. But wait, what about cholesterol? Haven't we been told for years that eggs are bad for the heart? Not anymore. Recent studies have shown that for most people, dietary cholesterol doesn't significantly impact blood cholesterol levels. In fact, the American Heart Association has eased up on egg restrictions, especially for older adults who benefit from the high-quality nutrients eggs offer. Here's something else you didn't know. Eggs are also packed with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium. Why does that matter? Because strong bones need support from strong muscles. It's all connected. Your muscles stabilize your skeleton. They protect your joints. Without strong muscles, your whole frame becomes fragile. Now, imagine this. You're getting up in the morning. You head to the kitchen and crack open 2 or 3 eggs. You scramble them, maybe with a handful of spinach or tomatoes. You take that first bite and know that you're doing something powerful for your body. You're not just eating breakfast, you're creating strength. You're investing in your ability to walk, to move, to live fully. And let's talk about something else. Convenience. Eggs are fast, easy to cook, affordable. You don't need a fancy meal plan or an expensive subscription box. You need a frying pan, a stove, and 5 minutes. And they're versatile. You can hard-boil them, poach them, mix them into oatmeal, toss them on toast. Whatever works for your routine. Still not convinced? A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed higher quality protein like eggs maintained more muscle mass and strength than those who didn't. Another study in the British Journal of Nutrition showed that seniors who started the day with protein, especially from eggs, performed better in strength and mobility tests than those who skipped it. And it doesn't stop there. Eggs also contain choline, a nutrient that supports brain health. And let's be honest, aging isn't just about muscles. It's about memory, focus, and keeping your mind sharp. So with every egg, you're feeding both your body and your brain. You might be wondering, can I really make a difference just by changing one part of my diet? Yes, absolutely yes. Because health isn't built in huge, dramatic moments. It's built in the quiet, daily decisions. What you put on your plate, what you feed your muscles, how you start your morning. And when that one small change starts to ripple through your life, you'll feel it. You'll walk farther, stand taller, breathe deeper, smile more. And every time you feel that strength, you'll know exactly where it came from. From you. From a decision to take action. From an egg. So next time you open your fridge, don't overlook that carton. Don't dismiss it as just breakfast food. Because it might just be the most important weapon in your fight to stay strong, stay mobile, and stay independent. This is about more than food. This is about freedom. And this is just the beginning. Now that we've cracked open the truth about eggs, let's take this even further. Because eggs are just the beginning. If you're serious about fighting muscle loss, you need to understand the full picture. Nutrition is your foundation, but habits, timing, and combining the right foods make the difference between maintaining and building. And if you're watching this, you're not looking to just get by. You want to thrive. So let's take things up a notch. Let's talk about what you should eat with your eggs. Because pairing eggs with the right nutrients amplifies their power. Take vitamin C, for example. Found in bell peppers, strawberries, and oranges, it helps your body produce collagen, which supports muscle and connective tissue. Add some sliced red peppers to your scrambled eggs, or sip a glass of orange juice on the side. Suddenly, you've just upgraded your breakfast to a muscle-building powerhouse. Now, let's go deeper into timing. When you eat matters just as much as what you eat. The most important window for protein intake is in the morning right after you wake up. That's because your body has just spent 7 to 9 hours fasting. No fuel, no nutrients. And during that time, it's broken down muscle tissue for energy. Your first meal of the day is your chance to reverse that process and kickstart repair. So if you're starting your morning with toast and coffee, you're missing a critical opportunity. But if you replace that with a few eggs and a side of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, you've just told your muscles, let's rebuild. Now, let's address something many seniors overlook: hydration. Did you know that dehydration accelerates muscle loss? When your muscles don't get enough water, they can't contract properly. They become weaker. You feel fatigued. Your risk of injury goes up. Yet most older adults drink far too little water. Why? Because the thirst response dulls with age. You may not feel thirsty, but your muscles are still craving hydration. So, here's a simple fix. Drink a full glass of water before you eat. Then sip throughout the day. Add lemon or cucumber for flavor if needed. Set alarms if you forget. But do it. Because muscles are over 70% water, and without it, they shrink. Now back to protein. While eggs are a fantastic base, your body needs variety. Different protein sources provide different amino acid profiles, and rotating them keeps your meals interesting. Consider including Greek yogurt, rich in casein protein, great before bed to prevent overnight muscle breakdown. Salmon or tuna, packed with omega-3s, which reduce inflammation and support muscle recovery. Lentils and beans, plant-based, fiber, rich, and great when combined with grains like quinoa or brown rice. Chicken breast, lean, easy to prepare, and versatile for lunches and dinners. By building meals that include a high-quality protein every few hours, say, every 4 to 5 hours, you keep your body in an anabolic state. That means it's constantly repairing and building. But there's more. Let's talk about resistance training. You don't need a gym membership or heavy weights. In fact, body weight movements done at home can be incredibly effective. Chair squats, wall push-ups, light resistance bands. These movements signal to your muscles, hey, stay strong, we still need you. Now, combine this with your nutrition, and you've created a perfect cycle. Protein gives your muscles the raw materials. Resistance training tells them what to do with it. Here's an example of a simple daily muscle-boosting plan for seniors. Morning, 2 scrambled eggs, 1 slice of whole grain toast, 1/2 avocado, 1 cup orange juice, 1 glass of water. Mid-morning movement, 5–10 minutes of light resistance band exercises. Gentle stretching. Lunch, grilled chicken breast, steamed broccoli, quinoa or brown rice, 1 small apple, water with lemon. Afternoon snack, Greek yogurt with berries, a handful of almonds, herbal tea. Dinner, baked salmon, roasted sweet potatoes, spinach salad with olive oil, water. Before bed, cottage cheese or a glass of milk for slow-digesting casein protein, a few grapes or a piece of dark chocolate. Does this look like a strict, joyless diet? Far from it. It's delicious, it's satisfying, and most importantly, it's purposeful. Because every bite you take is a vote for strength. Every small change is a step toward independence. And that's what this is really about. Not just surviving, but thriving. Now let's bust a few myths, because you've probably heard them. Myth 1. I'm too old to build muscle. False. Multiple studies prove that senior 7, those in their ATA scan, gain significant muscle with the right diet and exercise. Age is not a sentence, it's a challenge, and you are more than capable of rising to meet it. Myth 2. Protein damages the kidneys. Also false. Unless you have a pre-existing kidney condition, there's no evidence that a higher protein intake is harmful. In fact, seniors often need more protein, not less, to maintain muscle mass and strength. Myth 3. You need fancy supplements to stay healthy. Nope. Whole foods like eggs, beans, nuts, fruits, and vegetables are often more effective and more affordable than powders and pills. Don't fall for marketing hype. Trust real food. And if you've been diagnosed with sarcopenia, medical term for muscle loss, this isn't the end. It's a wake-up call, a message from your body. And the best part? You can respond today. Now, let's get personal. Think about what you want the next 10 years to look like. Do you want to be walking on your own, playing with your grandkids, traveling, dancing? Or do you want to be stuck watching life pass you by? Because the difference often comes down to muscle. Muscle is life. It's mobility. It's energy. It's freedom. And every forkful of food is a chance to either lose it or build it. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, remember this moment. Remember the power of eggs, of water, of movement, of choosing strength over decline. You are not powerless. You are in control. And your journey has already begun. You've come this far, which tells me one thing: you're not just curious. You're committed. You want answers. You want results. And most of all, you want to feel alive again in your own body. So now, we step even deeper into the strategies that work. Let's talk about one of the biggest muscle killers that most seniors never even consider: inflammation. Chronic inflammation isn't always obvious. It's not like a swollen ankle or a red rash. It's subtle. It simmers quietly in the background, draining your energy, sabotaging your recovery, and slowly eating away at your muscle tissue. And here's the twist: your diet plays a huge role in either calming that inflammation or fueling it. Foods that cause inflammation? Think processed meats, sugary snacks, soda, white bread, fried foods, the tasty but toxic stuff. These foods trigger your immune system into overdrive, and that's a disaster for muscle health. Now let's flip the script. Here are foods that fight inflammation: fatty fish like salmon and sardines, leafy greens like spinach and kale, colorful berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, olive oil, nuts, and seeds. Add these into your routine, and you're not just eating well. You're fighting inflammation, boosting recovery, and clearing the path for muscle growth. Here's a power tip. Start your day with an anti-inflammatory combo: scrambled eggs cooked in olive oil, served with sautéed spinach and a handful of berries. Delicious and strategic. But we're not done yet. Let's tackle another silent strength stealer: vitamin deficiencies. Many seniors are deficient in key nutrients that are absolutely essential for muscle function. We've already talked about protein and vitamin D, but here are 3 others you must pay attention to. 1. Magnesium. Supports muscle contraction and relaxation. Low levels can lead to cramping, fatigue, and weakness. Found in almonds, spinach, and black beans. 2. B12. Vital for nerve function and energy. A deficiency can mimic dementia and cause severe fatigue. Found in eggs, dairy, and meat, are easily supplemented. 3. Omega-3 fatty acids. Reduce inflammation and enhance the muscle's response to protein intake. Found in fatty fish, walnuts, and flaxseed. If you're not sure where you stand, ask your doctor to run a blood panel. Knowledge is power, and the sooner you know, the faster you can correct course. Let's get into mindset now, because this journey isn't just physical, it's mental. You might be thinking, this sounds like a lot. Can I really keep up with all this? Here's the truth. You don't need to do everything overnight. Start with one change. Swap cereal for eggs. Drink more water. Take a short walk after meals. That's how transformation happens: slowly, steadily, and permanently. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to spend hours in the kitchen. You just need a routine. Something simple, repeatable, that you can build on. Here's an example. Monday. Breakfast: 2 eggs, jayon, spinach, jayon, berries. 10-minute walk after lunch. Strength: chair squats, xten. Wall push-ups, xten. Tuesday. Breakfast: Greek yogurt, jayon, almonds. Hydration goal: 6-8 glasses of water. Stretching or yoga for 10 minutes. Wednesday. Breakfast: oatmeal, yayon, banana, yayon, hard-boiled egg. Strength: resistance band rows x12, leg lifts x10. Phone a friend and go for a walk. And so on. Notice the pattern? It's about sustainability. This isn't a diet, it's a way of living strong. Now here's something even more important: tracking progress. Because nothing is more motivating than seeing results. Every week, write down how many steps you took each day, how many reps you completed, how you felt after meals, your energy levels. Small improvements add up. You'll start noticing your clothes fit better. You'll rise from chairs more easily. You'll walk farther without stopping. And that feeling, that's momentum. But don't do this alone. Tell a friend, join a walking group, invite a family member to join your meals or workouts. Accountability breeds consistency, and consistency builds confidence. Now, let's revisit the fear that many seniors silently carry: What if it's too late? Let me answer that with a story. There was a 74-year-old woman named Margaret. She had trouble walking, used a cane, and avoided going out. She thought her best days were behind her. But one day, she made a decision. She would start eating better. She added eggs to her morning. She took short walks just to the mailbox at first. She did chair exercises while watching TV. 6 months later, she no longer needed her cane. She walked to the store. She even signed up for dance lessons. Why? Because she took control. And if Margaret can do it, so can you. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean evolution, a deeper understanding of your body, a wiser, more powerful approach to strength, and a life that still feels vibrant, active, and independent. So here's your challenge today. Make one change. Just one. Maybe it's swapping toast for protein. Maybe it's stretching before bed. Maybe it's texting a friend and saying, "Hey, let's go for a walk." Whatever it is, do it. Today, right now. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for permission. You are the author of your future. You deserve strength. You deserve confidence. You deserve a body that supports your dreams, not holds you back. And every single day, you have the power to move in that direction. This isn't the end of the story. You've now unlocked the science. You've absorbed the strategies. You've felt the motivation rise inside you. But we're not done. Because the final piece, the one that often goes unnoticed, is identity. You see, your muscles don't just respond to food and movement. They respond to how you see yourself. If you see yourself as old, tired, or too far gone, your actions will reflect that. You'll move less, eat with less intention, and slowly accept decline. But if you start to really believe that you are strong, capable, and evolving, everything changes. So here's what I want you to say out loud right now. I am rebuilding. I am in control. I am getting stronger. Say it again. Because these aren't just words. They're instructions to your brain, and your brain runs the show. In fact, studies show that seniors who believe they can improve their physical health are far more likely to actually do it. Your mind is your most powerful tool. And now, I want to leave you with 5 golden rules, the core habits that, if practiced daily, will not only prevent muscle loss, but actively rebuild what time has taken. Let's go. Rule 1. Protein at every meal. Don't wait until dinner to think about protein. Muscle maintenance is a full-day job. Eggs at breakfast, yogurt or nuts at snack time, chicken or legumes at lunch, fish at dinner. Every meal, every time. Rule 2. Move every day. It doesn't need to be long. It doesn't need to be intense. But it must happen. Walk, stretch, use resistance bands. Do yoga, dance in the living room, just move. Your muscles are listening. Rule 3. Stay hydrated consciously. Set a reminder if you need to. Drink a full glass when you wake up. 1 with each meal. 1 before bed. Water is the fuel your muscles can't live without. If you're dehydrated, you're not building, you're breaking down. Rule 4. Sleep like it matters. Because it does. Most muscle repair happens at night. If you're skimping on sleep, you're robbing your body of its prime recovery time. Aim for 7-8 hours. Make your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Your future self will thank you. Rule 5. Feed your mind. Read. Listen to uplifting voices. Stay engaged with people who inspire you. Because the moment you stop feeding your mind, your body follows. Now let me be brutally honest. There will be days when you don't feel like doing any of this. Days when the aches are loud, the motivation is low, and that old voice whispers, "Why bother?" That's when this final truth matters most. You're not doing this just for muscles. You're doing it to hold your grandchild without wincing, to climb stairs without fear, to dance again, laugh again, live again with confidence and freedom. You're doing it so your spirit can move freely through a body that supports it. This is bigger than eggs. This is bigger than any one meal or workout. This is your legacy in motion. And here's what I want for you. I want you to feel proud of yourself again. To look in the mirror and smile, not because you look 20 again, but because you know you're fighting for your life in the best way possible. And the people who love you, they notice. They feel your energy shifting. They're inspired by your efforts. They see your strength return, not just in your arms or legs, but in your eyes. That spark? That's you coming back to life. So, what now? Now you take action. Here's a quick starter checklist to put today's knowledge into motion. Buy a dozen eggs. Plan 3 high-protein meals this week. Set a hydration reminder on your phone. Do 10 squats using a chair as support. Stretch for 5 minutes before bed. Say your new identity mantra every morning. I am rebuilding. I am in control. I am getting stronger. Because if not now, when? If not you, who? Let today be the line in the sand. The moment you stopped waiting and started rising. Not for perfection. Not for applause. But for the one person who matters most in your story. This is not the end. It's your beginning. Your comeback. Your rise. And it starts with something as simple as an egg. Take the first step. Subscribe for more life-changing health tips. And don't forget to like this video. It tells the algorithm that senior strength matters. We're here to rebuild together.